Hello, ladies and gentlemen, it's me, Chokfi. What, were you expecting a cuddly little bunny to show up? Nope, I was a pony the whole time. And this is my real speaking voice. I was just using an amplifier to disguise it. But why am I revealing this now, you might ask? Well, the answer to that is very simple. Because I'm leaving the Brony fandom behind and quitting MLP in favor of a much better show. What is this show, you might ask? Well, my friends, it is none other than the critically acclaimed and widely beloved series, Modern Family Guy. Ah, Modern Family Guy, how I love it so. Such a beautifully produced masterpiece. From the majestic animation to the unforgettable characters to the brilliant storytelling, there's just no show quite like it out there. I mean, you've got Peter Griffin, the unintelligent asshole father who's constantly abusing his family and friends, never learning from his mistakes, not following any life lessons, and is constantly being a danger to the world around him. Lois the deviant, who doesn't care about her kids, is obsessed with sex, and chooses to stay in a destructive marriage instead of getting a divorce despite that she's the heir to billions of dollars. Meg, who's just Meg. Chris, the diet version of Peter who has no defined personality outside of being a one-dimensional moron. Brian, the alcoholic, preachy douchebag who mistreats his best friend, uses women for sex, doesn't give a shit about anyone but himself, but is still portrayed as the good guy that we're supposed to sympathize with. And Stewie, the diabolical genius who gave up his plans for world domination in favor of pursuing a bisexual relationship. And of course, you've got the side characters like Quagmire the rapist, Cleveland the idiot who the show doesn't know what to do with anymore, Joe the short-tempered cop, and his bitchy wife Bunny who abandons her responsibilities as a mother to have sex with a dog. How could you not love such a diverse cast of characters? But if the characters aren't enough to win you over, perhaps the animation will be. Ah, the animation. How beautiful it is. Look at how lazy it is. How one-dimensional the shapes and designs are. How they only use 2 to 3 frames of body movement. How the characters stand perfectly still during conversations and not being expressive. And most importantly, how they result to brilliantly using still images in order to save money. From the lack of movement to the minimal detail, it's just a visual marvel. Could you possibly think of a show more visually appealing than Modern Family Guy? I think not. But if that's not enough, there's always the comedy. Oh boy, how Modern Family Guy stands out as a comedy. With its repetitive cutaway gags, its unwitty jokes, its stale delivery, its effortless shock value, its lazy gross-out gags. I couldn't think of a funnier show if I tried. And the writing is so top-notch. Absolutely top-notch. The storytelling is terrible, the ideas for stories are horrendous, and the show doesn't try to bring any form of change to the show's status quo. In season 16 alone, they retconned Brian moving away after his offensive tweet, Brian getting a girlfriend his own species, Rupert's death, and Stewie opening up and being honest with himself. You could skip forward 10 episodes and you wouldn't miss a dang thing. And how about them Family Guy channels, Those Family Guy channels that play horribly edited Family Guy clips with a title related to 5 seconds of the entire video. It's obvious clickbait, but it's allowed to be uploaded freely because Fox sees it as a chance to advertise the show to the lowest common denominator. And it always works, with these clips receiving hundreds of thousands, even millions of views in mere days. It's such a sight to see that this show is somehow gaining millions of views and followers so that more and more people can see the glory that is Modern Family Guy. Oh, how great it is to see this show getting away with stealing video game footage from a YouTuber and getting their channel copyright striked, silencing criticism, shoving half-assed morals down people's throats, and simply not giving a shit about how much worse it's gotten over the years. What else can I say, folks? There is just nothing more than I can say about this monolith of television entertainment. From the amazing stories to the breathtaking animation to the unforgettable characters, Modern Family Guy is a masterpiece. And if you think it's a bad show, you're wrong, and you're stupid for believing that. Well, that's all I have to say, folks. It's been a hell of a ride in the Brony fandom, but I guess there's a time where we just have to move on with our lives. I hope you all choose to stay and see what I've got in store in the future, because trust me, there is so much more to come. So until next time, take care of yourselves, and happy April Fool's Day.